What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about some news you might have missed for yesterday, December 2nd. It was a packed day, so what I decided to do, I've done this on my second channel as well, let's just talk about everything. I could make individual videos, but let's put them all together and discuss. So the first thing I want to talk about is Naughty Dog's logo change. So this was pointed out actually a few days ago, I believe Thursday. So they changed their logo. I really like it, like the crystallized kind of like wintry-esque, logo that they now have of the dog print. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that they're actually going to announce something? It tends to be a trend whenever social media, somebody's banner changes, right? Actually, I believe that's how we knew Hogwarts Legacy was going to be a couple years ago at the PlayStation Showcase. There are hints, right? When a banner changes, sometimes when a logo changes, it does tend to indicate there's something going on internally with the company, that an announcement is coming. Now, the only announcement there's many announcements they could make, right? But where it could be at would be the Game Awards, right? So this did happen, I believe, on Thursday they changed it, and the Game Awards was 1 week, from that date. It's obviously this upcoming Thursday, December 8th. So will we see Naughty Dog at the Game Awards? That would be massive. They already said they're not talking about The Last of Us multiplayer this year, so it would have to be a brand new game. It'd have to probably be that new IP game, so that would be very cool. Maybe it could just be because of the seasonal change going into Christmas and all that. Maybe that's why they changed it. Maybe it's for The Last of Us show. They decided to change it for that, and that could be like the big thing that they're doing it alongside of. There could be a couple of reasons, right? I don't want to say it's absolutely for sure, and honestly, I'll probably expect them to not be at the Game Awards just to not get my hopes up, but keep your eyes open because honestly, it could happen. And now, speaking of images, let's go to story number 2, which is the new Hideo Kojima images. So I tweeted this out, and look, people called me crazy. People said, Alex, Death Stranding 2 is not happening. It's not going to be at the Game Awards 2022 next Thursday. Well, guess what? I really feel like it's going to be. We've talked quite a few times now as to why already with the promotion that Hideo has been doing, with the who am I, where am I, that kind of stuff with Elle Fanning. He's met with Jeff Keighley on Zoom meetings. I mean, we've talked about this a few times, but now he tweeted a new picture with 3 different images and talked about basically a new journey, like something is coming. Now, again, tweeting this out, I believe he tweeted this out Thursday night or Friday morning. Again, Game Awards. I mean, look, does it have to be Death Stranding 2? Not necessarily, but Hideo's going to the Game Awards. Like, for sure, he's going to be there, and not just that. Well, maybe he won't be there. Like, it'll probably be like a Zoom thing, on like a big screen, but I do believe he's going to reveal a game. And these images, by the way, very Death Stranding-like. Very Death Stranding. So I really believe it's Death Stranding 2. I'll leave it there. That's going to be my prediction, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if I'm right, or if he comes and just announces something else. Either way, I'm a big Hideo Kojima fan. I'll take anything from him. Okay, so for the next story, I want to talk about Mortal Kombat, and yes, I do believe it's going to be a Mortal Kombat game that we eventually get from NetherRealm, but Ed Boon tweeted out 4 years ago at the Game Awards, we managed to pull off a surprise announcement of MK11, which turned out great, perhaps too great, as many assumed we'd repeat that trick for our next game. Thank you for the anticipation, but we're not ready to announce the next NetherRealm game yet. So I do think their next game is going to be Mortal Kombat 12. It's tough because there was such a quick turnaround with MK11, so I would say a couple different things. I don't think it not being at the Game Awards means like the game is so far out, right? Considering, again, the last turnaround was within like, 3 or 4 months. I think they could still announce it whenever they want in 2023, and then it would release in 2023. That would probably be what I think is the plan. Now, him saying this out loud, I used to be more into it. I've kind of backed off of it recently in years. Game developers at a time did lie quite often. Now, I still think game developers and publishers lie literally like daily. It's part of their job. But you used to be able to see kind of tweets like this where they'd say, hey, we're not going, and then surprise, surprise, they were actually there. That was a whole lot more common, I would say, probably like 2018 and then before then. I would say the last couple years when companies have said specifically, right, they lie about all sorts of stuff, but when companies come out and say, hey, we're not going here or we're not going to show this game off here, they have been actually telling the truth. And it's probably a sense of like they don't want to have people's expectations go nuts. So it's probably like a whole movement that they're all trying to do. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you want to believe he's doing this to deflect, and maybe it will be there. That's totally cool. I feel like he's telling the truth. And the final news story for you is a change of a banner. So actually, we mentioned this. I should have actually done this, with the other two. This is another banner kind of image thing. But EA Star Wars changed the banner and I believe their logo on their Twitter, and you can see it now, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So what was the rumor? Is that it was supposed to be shown at the Game Awards, that we're going to get a trailer and most likely also get a release date with the trailer at the Game Awards. Them changing their banner definitely, seems like it's going to happen at this point. So it goes back to the whole, why would you kind of rebrand, do something so big, unless you were going to announce something. This one's a whole lot more obvious too, right? Like they completely changed it. It's obviously new. It's Jedi Survivor. It's like it's not even just like Star Wars in general. They give it the game. So it's going to be at the Game Awards. So there you go. There's the 4 stories for yesterday. Sorry I couldn't do individual videos, but you know how it is. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I'll see you all on the next one.